X factor, like I guess if you were to ask me who the Knicks X factor in this series was, like I would say it's Cat in this series, simply due to the fact that interior defense need him to stay out of foul trouble, and I want to see how Cat acts in this series versus Stewart. That's going to be a heck of a matchup versus Durant. Like if they really like Stewart, I know is going to be physical with Cat, but if you were to pick one player, in my opinion, I would say it would be Cat because Cat last game stats were great except the turnovers. You don't want that, but I need to see no complaining. I don't need him to scream at the refs. Like I don't need to see any of that. It's the playoffs. They're not going to call anything. They haven't been calling anything on you all year. Yeah, I think it'll be Cat, and I truly do think that he's going to have a big series. I hope. We need him to.
Yeah, look, Cat needs to bring it. He needs to bring it. He can't, something I did notice late in that Detroit game. Once they put Isaiah Stewart on Cat, all of a
Right.
sudden the Knicks were not trying to get into the paint. Cat was not trying to attack and go into the paint. Everything was just perimeter, perimeter. We became stagnant. It just looked bad. It's like, I don't know, the Knicks just forgot how to drive into the paint almost. So that was a concern, and you just kind of hope like, Cat, look, I get it. Isaiah Stewart, he's a beast, but let's not forget he's also hobbled. He's having knee issues. You got to go at that guy. See what happens. Be
He's
physical.
he's
Back him down.
he's one of their best defenders. He
Yeah.
is. Wayne says in the chat, I agree. This is a staple game/series for Karl Anthony Towns. It starts with Durant, right? It starts with Durant. I think Cat can eat that matchup alive. And to start the game, Chris, during the last game, like I was like, okay, this is a very positive sign. Like Knicks were going to Cat, and he was just awesome. And
Yeah.
Brunson looked locked in, and then obviously third quarter of dooms, which we got to watch out for. You don't really know what's going on with the Knicks. They keep blowing these big leads, and you're sitting there like, bro, what is going on? Again, that goes back to the identity. Like right now, this Knicks team has struggled to find their identity.
I do think in the playoffs, Mikal will be a huge factor.
Yeah.
Huge. Because we saw it when Jalen Brunson went down. Mikal handling the ball more. That little pull-up midi he loves to take, that thing is lethal.
His
And
assists
if
have
he
been
gets
up
going,
too.
and yeah, his playmaking ability was, he was showing a little bit of that as well. And if we get that Mikal alongside Cat, Jalen Brunson, OG Anunoby, that's just fantastic for us.
Yeah.
In my opinion, when Mikal looks like that, that's when we're going on all cylinders there. And that's the Mikal Bridges we're going to need, in my opinion. He's shown that he can do it.
Yeah.
He's shown that he can do it.
Mikal this season, his offensive numbers have been awesome. 57.7% efficiency field goal percentage, shooting 76% at the rim, mid range 51% at the rim. I mean, mid range, excuse me. Corner three, 43%. Struggles with non-corner threes at 31%. But yeah, this is his first playoff go around with the New York Knicks, and the Knicks fans are going to be watching Mikal because
Under a microscope.
he's under a microscope. Somebody said Mikel's going to be in the X factor in this series. Who said that?
Nostalgic Nick.
Nostalgic says Mikel will be the X factor. Yeah, it very well could be. I think in this series he could perform well, though. I do.
I think OG's going to get plenty of opportunities to do what he's been doing, right? And then Mikal is going to be one of those X factors where, if they're doubling Jalen Brunson, obviously full court pressing him, whatever it is, it's going to be most likely Mikal and Josh Hart who's going to be bringing up the ball, right? I kind of like Mikal just because he's more of a threat, in my opinion, especially around the perimeter. Let him have the ball, let him play, make a little bit, get deep into the post, hit that fadeaway midi. I think that opens up the floor for the Knicks in general. So, I think they're going to have every opportunity. I think OG is going to be number one. Mikal will come number two. But it's going to be a big series for both of them. Let's be honest, because they are going to try to shut down Jalen Brunson. That's going to be the number one thing.
They try, Chris. They'll try. Many teams have tried before, and many teams have failed. I mean, his playoff numbers are absurd, Chris. I mean, the 76ers series absurd. They tried everything. They tried everything, literally, and they failed.